Depending on the character's roles, some liberties to keep the plot moving are unrealistic. What I'm focused on is learned behavior, something you see over time. That is why I like series, because it starts to develop a character into a person and it constrains the writer into how the character can react. If you violate the spirit of the character, then you soon will find interest in the books will disappear. While the thoughts are inspired by the book, it does not imply the writer intended to inspire the thoughts I have. One could say Stan was wise enough to understand that as a psychiatrist, he would not do well, because he likes to get involved and fix things. He'd quickly drown in his clients' problems. But I wonder if that is just a natural tendency to fear exposure. Or could the real reason be that he was thriving and becoming more noticed, getting more praise? We are in the closet because we feel we are inadequate in some way, flawed, since we do not conform to the rigid society that is around us. We are not flawed, just different, and unable to fit into the rigid, acceptable behavior of most people. Not understanding this and only wanting to be accepted, what is actually an asset, you believe makes you unacceptable. The more important a job, the more people will see you when you fail, and you will because we all have bad days. A failure to us, however, would be seen as outing us, showing to the whole world we are playing a part that we couldn't possibly maintain. We believe we are playing a part because out of the closet, that learned behavior is still like a straitjacket. Our creativity is what the closet was meant to hide, so out of the closet you are attempting to do what all your learned behavior has been told to restrain. This also makes you feel like all the praise you are getting is not deserved. You will embrace the negative comments because that falls in line with the learned behavior. But praise you do not deserve, and so that means it is only a matter of time before this act falls apart and you are exposed as a fraud. But you're not a fraud. You just think you are. While the thoughts are inspired by the book, it does not imply the writer intended to inspire the thoughts I have. The attempt is to start a discussion and get people to think about human behavior from the perspective of the closet. How this might lead to problems that make friends or partners or even business relationships difficult. I can understand why some would dismiss this effort. I find reminders in how the characters behave with memories of my own experiences and then explore that aspect. It's meant to start people to think. It is not meant to imply I am right. If you do not share the ideals with others, then how will you know if you're right? When talking, the focus should be on challenging and exposing your ideals, not in changing other opinions. That would only lead to frustration, since the only person you can change is yourself.